Hey, what is up guys, MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'll be taking a look at the Build Burning Gundam from the Gundam Build Fighters Tri line. And now, this is the lead Gundam of Gundam Build Fighters Tri. And in the first episode, it was hosted in the Rick Dom that Kamiki Seikai found. And it got something common to the Build Strike. It's just got blue parts at the feet, and yeah, basically the whole thing is red except for blue. Yeah, and you got the nice backpack here, and you can pack in some double pegged backpacks into it, which you get some customization options, which is great. And you do also get these clear parts under the arms. And now what I do find bad about this kit is the arm falls off quite easily, because yeah, I tried switching both sides of the polycap in here and it doesn't work. So I rather just don't move it, and I rather than use the traditional polycaps for the newer kits. Yeah, but you still get the same articulation. Now for stickers, you've got a camera sticker and the eyes, and the thrusters back here, and also the feet here. And that's basically all the stickers, because it's not weapon heavy, since it's kind of like a martial arts Gundam. So yeah, and I do find the V-fin a bit new. The V-fin and the eyes. Firstly, the V-fin is not centered with a gem. Yeah. And I find this a bit convenient, because you don't have to bother about the gem anymore, but the V-fin do come off a bit too easily during the build. So what I did is I just heat glued it on, and it was perfectly fine right now, unless you snap it intentionally. And also, it was the first Gundam I remember to have blue eyes. So this is kind of a big step up on the Gundam centuries. And now, moving on to articulation. Now, the head is on the traditional double polycap. It goes up and down, forward and back, and rotate 360. Now the arms, even though they do fall out, this polycap right here is on the 360 wiggle, so it can wiggle about, and the ball joint itself, it could wiggle about, rotate, and the whole chest piece over here can come out. Yeah, just like this. And plus the forward wiggle to the joint, you can really get this guy's arm across. So that's about it. Now, the arms to go out, not on a very tight joint, but anyways, it's good for me. It has a swivel above the elbow, bend at the elbow at two joints. Not too bad though. And now, the wrist could, yeah, these are normal wrists, so you can rotate and wiggle them, and there are some special kind of wrists, like this punching hand, which has an extra wrist joint over here. So you can get some very awesome karate poses. Now, the pod here, above it is a ball joint, so you can get some individual swivel over here, which is also very good. And also you do have the bottom polycap ball joint rotation. And sadly, you do not get a bit of a crazy crunch over there. Now, the front skirts can come forward as usual. The side skirts, they pop off. And yeah, the arm just fell off. But it doesn't seem as much as you would expect, and of course the back skirt does not move. Obviously the foot would come forward, but it was kind of higher than the kits I saw. Now, to the side, it's kind of surprising. You won't expect too much by this, but look at this, full splits. Since it's a karate Gundam, you have to have some more splits about it. And going back, not too bad though. And now the knees are on the double joint as usual. crap. I don't even know how to say today. Now, the foot is on the joint up here. So you can go forward and back. And the feet itself is on the ball joint. And you can rotate it a little bit. And also a back ball jointed ankle guard. So really, this guy can get some great poses already. Considering that he is normally not a shooting kind of guy. So I should lean him back to the background here, and it should be good. Now the articulation is very great. Now what about the accessories? Let me get his foot on. Crap. So firstly we have all sorts of hands. So let me just grab them all. There are 6 more hands you can use. Firstly are a set of closed fist punching hands. Now it's easy to do. You just change out the hand and there you go. And it has a wrist joint as I talked about, and the arm just filed off again. So you can kind of get some pretty great poses, and I feel like the high grade should have these earlier. And also you have some kind of double O style open hands. So I'll do this for the right hand, and you can do some kind of Kamehameha kind of thing if you have the other hand equipped it. And also some face palms. And this is not the right hand. So this is the right hand. And you can kind of do the Chinese martial arts from the Sengoku Ashtray. Yep, you can do that. Or you can just say, stop here, I'm the police, motherfuckers. So, yeah, you can kind of do this. But what is most attracting is not all these kind of hands, although you can make some really good poses over this. And of course you can mount an action base over here on the crotch. Now, what is most attracting is the pile of effect parts. Now first, what is most reasonable to do is to switch this guy into its burning mode, as I like to call. So let me fetch those parts from the effect parts and I'll be right back. Now I fetched the parts here, and there are 6 parts, kind of orangey red. So first we should start off with the top. The top, you just flip it open and now it's detached. So now you just switch it with the red part here and you just slam it on. Same thing with the other side here. And there we go. And now the back of the arms. Now it has a frame here, but it just detached like this, and it's only an individual frame part. So you just detach the frame and find the corresponding part, slam this back on and put it back onto the arm. Now it's burning mode on the arm. So same thing on the other side, and the leg just fell off. So here, detach. I don't mean to throw that off. Attach it and put it back on. Now all that's concerned with was the legs. Now the legs is easy. The kneecap was easily detachable, and you just push this part forward. You push the new part in, and just slam it back on. Surprisingly, it was this easy. I thought I would struggle for quite a number of minutes to get this done. And the leg just fell off once again. Come on. Okay. Come on. Get on. Stay here, leg. And now we have equipped its burning mode. So it is what it did in the first episode when it broke the Rick Dom. And now in the burning mode you do have some play options, a lot of play options actually. First, you get these bits of the firing, which would come in handy by attaching it to the backpack. So what you want to do, yeah, you just line the peg here, you just peg it onto the corresponding holes. So it's here, and you have the fire ring. Now you can mess with it any way you want. So that is kind of a cool ring, but there are some connectors for you to have some more play options with them. So let me detach these first. You just peg these in to the connectors and you just rotate them to make some sort of banner. So when I peg this on and now flipping him like that, you can get some sort of this effect. So it's just some fire effect spraying backwards. I think it's for extra thrust or something. Because yeah, the anime didn't, yeah, it didn't even activate the burning mode, and it's overpowering the flag's mobile armor in the second episode. It's overpowering it, and you can orientate them however you want. So you can have them straight, flat, and you can have it like this, and any way you want. So I'll just keep this on for now, and now you do get these kind of hands, which I like them in this way. I like to call them the burning hands. So same way, you just switch them out, and these are compulsory for the burning effect parts you see later on. So come on, the arms are falling apart. And now these are the burning hands individually. And I kind of wish there were an open set of these, so you can recreate the god fingers. So now, you get these two effect parts. Now these will slide into the hands. So let me detach one for clearance. You see the two bars over here? And there are two slits between the hand cover and the hand. So, what you want to do is just slide it on, and there you go. You have a burning punch. So I kind of want to do this. There we go. So you can have both of them and not letting the back fall off. Now you can have both of them like this, the punching forward at the same time. But if you want the effect to get more cooler, you have all of these burning flame effect parts. So you just randomly pick 4 of them for one, and you just peg it onto the little holes. Now I've demonstrated with this one, because the other one I don't really like that I don't really like the fact that it's conquering all of the space. I should do this on the outside, and it's better to pick shorter ones for the inner parts, just not to use up all the space for it. Now let me flip this back, and let me just detach the whole thing, and one for the bottom. And there. Crap! Come on. Why do you have to lose battery at these kind of times? But anyways. And if the arm does not fall off, you get the burning punch. Now it does kind of look silly, I know. But if you are a poser for models, you can get really awesome poses out of this. And I believe it's kind of need to be wider range, I don't know. But you can do on the other side. But there's one drawback. You only get 3 left. But yeah, the burning punch is not that important in this kit, I think. Because you get these 2 sandwiches. that you can slide on to either leg. This is the burning kick effect part. Now, this had to go into the back because there's a slit here and there's holes in the heels. So I just want to do it on the right. Now you just slide this into the slit and you just sandwich it together. Make sure you have all the things gone. Line it up. Come on. There we go. And now it can kick from above. Or you can kick towards the sky. Since this is a very good poser, you can get some awesome poses. You can even overpower the God Gundam. And if you want to make this effect looking more astonishing, you can use these flame effect parts, which I love to use it on the burning kick. Because the burning punch, the effect parts are way too long for them. Now there we go. Now the burning kick. I love it. It's like a meteor. It's like a meteor kind of effect. Now, for my verdicts for this model, I think. Now let me just rest this kit. Rest this guy. Yeah, it's kicking straight up. Now for my verdict on this model kit. Now I do love the colors. I do love the color separation, and I do love the proportions of it. But firstly, I hope the arms will stay better together on here, because whenever I try to use the play options on the arms, it just keeps on falling off. Oh yeah, I finally made it. But anyways, the second thing, I hope that the flame effect parts for the arms will be short enough for them to fit, because they were just conquering the space like it's slapping his own face with these burning parts. And lastly, yes. Let me see. What complaints did I have? Yeah, I just wish they used the traditional polycap configuration on this kit. So let me just do something and I'll be right back. Alright, now for some final comparisons with this guy. First, we have the last kit from the Build Fighters line, the Wing Gundam Finiche Rinashita. And let me get this guy to the side. And actually, you can't tell the height difference by just looking at it. But when you do look closely, it does have a height difference. Now, it does not have the bright white, which I want the Finiche to have. So, let's not talk about that. And finally, the last comparison to this review, the lead Gundam or the ex-lead Gundam for the series, the Build Strike, or you may call the Star Build Strike, which also has a second mode. So, that's about all there is to show for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do leave a comment, like, and also subscribe. And eventually I'll try to pick up every single kit from the Tri-Fighters team. Anyways guys, that's all about there is to show with this kit. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.